Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I filmed anything, all of NaNoWriMo actually, and the funny thing is I did actually film several videos throughout the month that I filmed. I either didn't like the footage or I just didn't sit down to edit, to the point where I thought this footage is useless, we're not going to use that. And then last week or the week before that, I was like, okay, until December, no new videos. So then December came, hello, it's December now, and I decided to come and film something again. So hello, it's been a while. So I thought for this video what would be interesting is to look how NaNoWriMo went for me, because I would have preferred to show this through vlogs, to show how it went, all that, but I figured since, I didn't film anything like that and don't have footage to show what happened during NaNoWriMo, I will talk about it a little bit while also looking over the goals I set with Preptober and NaNoWriMo, and I will also talk about what I will be doing moving forward. So I have my writer journal right here with all my goals, and I think to get this video started I will just talk about all the goals I had and whether I achieved them in the month of October, because these are going to be my Preptober goals that I'm looking over. So the first goal I had was to outline my NaNoWriMo project. Achieved. I did outline my original NaNoWriMo book, and I had a pretty good outline I could work from. So for that Preptober goal, I actually did manage to, and I think, I don't know if I talked about it in a Preptober vlog that I made, but I did talk about it in some vlog, whether it was one of the many vlogs I deleted or whether it was one of the Preptober vlogs I put out. One of those vlogs has me talking about me finishing the outline. So yes, that's a completed goal. My second Preptober goal was to continue working on my stories, and this was also complete, but not as complete as I'd like to. There were some pretty good writing days, but then for some days I went just without any writing, and it got to the point where I realized if I want these books finished by the end of the year, I'm really gonna have to crack down and do it. At the minute, December time, one book, which is a fantasy series, I feel like is in a very good place, and I could potentially finish it by the end of the year if I just sat down and wrote it. I am so close to the end, I can see it coming, and to be fair, at the minute all I'm doing is setting up for book 2, because I've got all the bare bones of book 1, I just need the book 2 foreshadowing. So that book will probably be completed by the end of the year, but then the dystopian trilogy, I think it will have to go into the next year. I think maybe February, March time it'll be complete, which is quite a lot of months than what I originally planned, especially considering book 1 of the series took me like 3 months to write, 3 or 4 months to write. Book 2 took me, I think, 5 months to write, and now we're on book 3, which I started writing in August. So it's been like 4 months now, and I'm only still on Act 1, maybe approaching Act 2, but that's kind of where we are right now. But for this goal, just to say, yeah, I did work on them, not as much as I originally planned, but they were worked on. And my final plan was to film just some videos, and I guess this is kind of half done, because I did film some Preptober videos, and I did have some videos out in the month of October, but I didn't film as much as I would like to, and there were definitely more videos I planned to have out in October than I actually put out. But I'm considering it half complete, because looking at my November track record compared to my October was pretty good. So I'm gonna leave that as half completed. October, my Preptober goals went pretty well. And now we get into November. So like I mentioned, I did have tons filmed for November. I had vlogs from week 1. There was like a mini vlog on TikTok that shows week 1 of NaNoWriMo. If you want to check it out, my TikTok is AuthorZMay. If you want to have a look at how the first week of NaNoWriMo went to me in very short video. NaNoWriMo just wasn't filmed this year, and that's okay, because I wasn't even sure whether NaNoWriMo was going to be done. I think I did talk about it in my NaNoWriMo goal video where I talked about my goals, where I was like considering if I even wanted to do NaNoWriMo or just continue doing my projects. It's kind of expected for me, at least, that I wouldn't have done it much for November. I did still do things and I did try to film, but by the time I sat down to edit footage, when I had time to, I realised I was editing footage from week 1 on week 3 or something like that. So I just felt like it wasn't necessary to use anymore. And then there were a couple like entire long vlogs where I just felt like I did nothing. I was just talking about nothing the whole time. So those were cut, everything was cut, and I waited till December to start again. Let's talk about my NaNoWriMo goals and whether I achieved any of them. As you can tell, I'm very nervous right now to look at them. So my first goal was to work on my NaNoWriMo project, which was nicknamed MSE. I already mentioned this in this video as well, and I don't know whether I've mentioned it in a vlog that's actually out or in a vlog that I filmed and scrapped, like I said. But this goal just wasn't complete in the way I thought it was. I did work on my new NaNoWriMo project, which was my dystopian trilogy, and no, I did not reach 50k. I did work on my Nano project though. I didn't reach 50k, I didn't win NaNoWriMo this year, which is very strange to say because I won it last year and the year before that, but that's okay. My second goal for NaNoWriMo was just like my Preptober one, which is to continue working on projects. Considering the fact I knocked one off, so I was only working on 2, my ongoing ones from the month before, I think this went a lot better. During NaNoWriMo, or during November I should say, my fantasy series got so much attention. My dystopian trilogy, I got so much ideas and I just went on a roll, so that every time, like literally in November, every time I went to sit down to write, I'd get 1,000 words by the time I decided to check the time. It went so fast for me, and for some reason these 2 projects just really went well in November. I didn't reach any like big numbers with my fantasy series. I did reach 44,000 I think, and I predicted that this project would end like 50k. Almost done with this book. So my third goal was to film weekly nano vlogs, and as you can probably tell, that did not happen. I did try to make it happen. I did film on TikTok the first week, and I did film as a YouTube video the first week, but the YouTube video just didn't go well. The second week didn't go well. The third week I was trying to catch up on the first week's footage, and the fourth week I was like, okay, this is enough, we're not doing this. It just didn't go well, and I think if I am gonna go back to weekly writing vlogs, it will probably be not even December. I would have to pinpoint January at the earliest, because I don't think December's going to get any weekly writing vlogs, I'm afraid. Maybe a week during Christmas, because I don't have much work around Christmas time, but then I also feel like because it's Christmas, I'm going to give myself so many excuses not to write. So once again, we'll have a vlog where I just talk about nothing. But I don't know, I'm a big perfectionist when it comes to writing. Anything creative, I'm a big perfectionist in. So if I don't like the way a video is structured, I won't put it out. If I don't like the way it's write something, I will keep deleting and writing and deleting and writing until I finally do like it. If I draw something and I think it looks weird, I hate the whole drawing and I start from scratch. I didn't do weekly writing vlogs, but hopefully in the future I will get back to it. Hopefully maybe next NaNoWriMo I'll do weekly nano vlogs, but definitely not this November. My fourth goal, I think, was the most obtainable of all 4, and that was to write a poem every week. I don't know whether this one was completed or not, because I didn't write a poem every week, but I did write 5 poems in the month, and I think I wrote like 3 in one week, and then 1 in one week, and then 1 in another. So in a way I did write it weekly. So I guess in some way it was completed. These are all going towards my poetry collection that I might do for fun. It will never be available anywhere. Just kind of writing it, gonna print it off and keep it on my bookshelf as, you know, sign that I can write really bad poetry. And my 5th goal was to make a character portrait. Now I did try multiple times over the month to do it, I have like a couple mock ones that I did on paper, and then I have a couple that I think I deleted off my tablet that I tried to do digitally. But like I said, I'm a big perfectionist when it comes to creative things, so none of these drawings I like. I did try to complete this goal many times. I just don't have an end product because I don't quite like anything yet. I'm still trying to improve my skill. I'm still trying to find exactly how I want to draw things before I finally am able to sit down and do a portrait. In a way, this is half ticked off because in theory I do have a character portrait. It's just not good enough that I want to show anyone. That's how my NaNoWriMo goals went and were completed or not. I also mentioned I was going to talk about what I'm going to do moving forward, so here we are. I already know what I'm going to be doing for 2022. I keep changing things around, but it's mostly the same, and I know mostly, for the most part, what I'm doing for the NaNoWriMos. For April NaNoWriMo, I think right now for April NaNoWriMo I will not be doing it. I just will continue doing whatever project I'm doing at the time, whatever projects I'm doing, if it's plural. I'm just going to focus on just getting words done instead of worrying about picking a new project or working on something else and adding to my pile of work, because I realized that though I like to juggle projects, too much is just too stressful and overwhelming, and I end up doing no work for either. So 3 is like the maximum I think I can juggle at the minute. I'm only writing 2 as of filming this video, but 3 is like my threshold. So for April, I'm just gonna focus on finishing projects, working on projects, things like that. For July, because it's summer, so I will have loads of time off, I think I will probably do NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, and I will probably also take it easy, as in if I'm working on a project, low word count. If I'm not working on a project, will be editing. So, you know, I'll go easy on myself in July. And NaNoWriMo, it's very tricky to say because I don't know what I'll be doing. November time is when I'm going off, hopefully, to university. So I'll be even more busy than I am right now. So I really don't know how November will look like for me. But at the minute, as it stands, I do want to compete in the NaNoWriMo in November. I just don't know whether it will happen. So yeah, that's my little catch-up rant video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this makes you feel a little bit more informed. I hope my next video will be a vlog, so it's more interesting, and I do have, you know, a lot of writing things I could get done in a video, so we will see. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you're still here after my month-long break, hello, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully not too long from now, and yeah, bye.